Sports. It's time for NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. Crowd here in anticipation of their home team, Lakers, in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. So the Nets starting five. Jeremy Lin is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Scola. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Mozgov. The rebound by Brook Lopez.
You know, he might not be the fastest or the most explosive guy, but I really like the soft hands and the excellent footwork of Lopez, because those two things you can't teach, really.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Outside Dang. Pass to Ingram. He dishes it to Clarkson. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Bogdanovich. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
Threat of the shot got him off balance. Nice work from Bogdanovich.
Lopez can put on a low post clinic, can he, guys? Not many big men with that kind of size and savvy to slow him down.
And I would even add, guys, not just the size and savvy, but the skill. I mean, this guy knows exactly what he's doing and has a tremendous shooting touch. And that's what makes him so potent as a back-to-the-basket and face-up center. Well, for me, when you look at Bogdanovich, I think it's the skill level that stands out. He can handle it. He drives. With either hand, he can shoot it off the dribble. I think he's got a lot in his book bag offensively.
And here's Russell after Jeremy Lin hitting the three. Outside Russell, inside. Here's Ingram, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. And Boyan, not the most athletic, but he's got good size on the wing, and as they say, you can never have enough shooters.
And I think his ability to create his own shot is key as well, guys. Bogdanovich is a guy who can fit right into a league that has a lot of spot-up shooters. He's a guy that also can create something out of nothing, which makes him even more valuable.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge. Had a chance to talk with head coach Luke Walton. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, when I asked him about the defensive game plan, he said they have to clog up the middle and deny clean looks at the basket. If they can do that, he thinks they'll have the upper hand. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
Now here's Lin. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Lin's got 5 now.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
Lin against Russell. With some arc. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Randall's checked in for Mozgov. Nance comes in for Ingram. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Clarkson. And a new group in for the Nets. Hamilton's checked in for Lopez. Trevor Booker comes in for Luis Scola. Andy Foy, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Vasquez in for Jeremy Lin.
Well, he bailed him out with that foul. The shot clock was running low. He should have just held his ground and played straight up D and challenged the shot.
And the Lakers making a change here. Calderon's checked in, and that one is good.
And when the Nets hired Kenny Atkinson as their coach, it signaled a bit of a culture change. No more going for that big-name coach to make a splash, as they had done in the past, and went out and got a lead assistant from an organization that had found consistent success. A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
And that's got to be part of the game plan. Use his range to really stretch out that deep.
Now here's Calderon. And dang, here we go. No good from 11 feet. Nets leading by 5. Hamilton dishes to Booker. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Williams for 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Now, here is Foy. He's defended by Randall. Hamilton the pass to Vasquez. And released it in time, but it's off the mark.
Well, he's a balanced, smooth, surprisingly tough athlete. Williams causes a lot of problems for the defense.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Brooklyn now, Trevor Booker is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then there's Foy. And it's Hamilton in at the center. 5 to shoot. Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And one signing that went a bit under the radar during the free agent period was Jeremy Lin joining up with the Nets. The Nets got the veteran guard they wanted to lead their young core. Lin gets a chance to move out of the 6-man role he had been in the past few seasons, and now he gets to run the show.
And, you know, Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He also passes the ball pretty well.
Lin kicks to Booker. Now the feed to Foy. There's the pick. Hamilton up top. Shoots from the right block. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And in the Jeremy Lin deal, GA, he seemed to leave money on the table in order to move to the right team that fit him.
You know, many were surprised that he would leave Charlotte given the success he had there, backing up Kemba Walker. Also of note in the move is that Jeremy Lin is back in the city of New York. So Linsanity once again has returned to the Big Apple. Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Williams. And then for Brooklyn, Lopez, he's checked in for Justin Hamilton. Bennett comes in for Trevor Booker. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Bogdanovich. Now here's Lin. 5 points in the game. And it's in there.
It's really hard to bother Lopez on his jumpers. I mean, he's just so big, and he has a pretty high release point, too.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, we all remember Linsanity, don't we, Kevin, a few years ago? And Jeremy Lin is indeed the NBA's first American player of Chinese or Taiwanese descent. He's had to overcome his share of skeptics who thought he didn't look the part of an NBA player. In fact, the first day he reported to Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte, he had a hard time convincing the security guard to let him in. Kevin, I guess you could say he's broken the mold.
And broken new ground, too, D.A. Thanks.
Well, you talk about defensive potential, all defense potential. Look no further than Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Larry Nance is checked in for Gian Leon. Bang comes in for Ingram. And it's Calderon in for D'Angelo Russell. Now, here's Clarkson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 1:15 left in the first half. After their move to Brooklyn, the Nets went with an all-in approach. Sold their future to try and put a title team together. Came up well short. Now they're left to rebuild.
Now the Nets have scrapped that approach, it seems, and it couldn't come at a better time. Learned some lessons from trying to sell their picks and future for a quick playoff run. New management and a new coach have said they are committed to doing things the right way, even if it is slower.
The Lakers with the ball. They trail by 7. Plays it up and banks it in. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Attacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
Now here's Vasquez, and there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Poked away.
Los Angeles
And now, you know, really stepping into a leadership role on this team. Lopez is embracing that challenge.
And he makes the first. And for Brook Lopez, for so long, playing alongside KG and Deron Williams and Paul Pierce, now he's the veteran presence.
Yeah, and that's a double-edged sword. One, he realizes that he's the main guy offensively, but now, from a leadership standpoint, he's got to take on more, and clearly a different role.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Dang.
And that's just some great vision there from Calderon to see the wide open man for the easy make.
Here's Vasquez. Screen by Scola. Dishes it to Bennett from past the arc. No good on the shot. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Nets lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, friends and neighbors. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was a heated battle, and they were only outscored by 1, ending the half with a 4-point lead. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Defensively, they did a great job of contesting shots and making things difficult. They faced several attempted runs, and they came up with key stops. It was punch, counter-punch there for a while, and it's close, but the fight is going on.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I'd like to see them press to action a little bit more.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Jeremy Lin really making a difference here.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
That's right. Sometimes the stats are facade. I mean, he's passing the eye test with his impact on the floor, though.
Russell and Clarkson are the young backcourt pair. Dang out there with Ingram. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. Here is Russell, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Russell dishes to Dang. And it's sent back by Lopez. Outside, Lin. Here's Bogdanovich. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Lin's got 3 assists now in this one. Lakers trail by 9.
And you know, last season was the worst in Lakers franchise history. Just 17 wins. They suffered a 48-point loss to the Utah Jazz, tying the worst margin of defeat in franchise history. It's been a trying time in the team's history these last couple of seasons.
Here's Lin after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Outside, Lin passes to Scola. 5 on the clock. Bogdanovich passes to Scola. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Start it.
In their big push to make a splash in Brooklyn, the Nets traded away a lot of draft picks. Team has an uphill battle to get back into the championship picture.
And you know, short term, it seems like so little when you do trade future picks away, but inevitably it tends to come back to haunt you. Giving up their pick this summer was just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, they've lost out on players like Damian Lillard and others just from trading away their picks.
And the Lakers with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Mozgov. Gian Leon comes in for Luol Deng. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And then for Brooklyn, Hamilton's checked in for Lopez. Chris McCullough comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Foy in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson.
Bit of an oversized playmaking guard allows Russell to see over and around defenders. Great look there.
Outside, Lin. Drops in the layup for 2. Lin's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kicks it to Foy. The 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Feeds it to Russell. Puts up a 3. Randle kicks to Russell. Ingram dishes to Eve. From deep. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Timeout.
And now just a 5-point Nets lead.
Start it.
And hustle up. Let's figure this out now. Let's go. We've had our chances on offense, but we need to start capitalizing on them. Listen, I don't want anyone worrying about the refs, all right? Let's just focus on putting the ball in the basket. Keep it simple. Run the pick and roll. We've had success with that, so there's no point in fixing what isn't broken. Good looks, guys. Don't settle. Let's go.
Walton stepped in as an interim head coach and led the team to a 24-0 start. Absolutely amazing. And despite being relatively young, Luke Walton has close to a PhD, I think, in basketball.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Nance comes in for Gian Leon. And it's Calderon in for Russell. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded closely. Now here's Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's Ingram missing.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
Here's McCullough. It's a 5-point game. Booker left side. The jump hook. Nice shot by Bennett.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
And stolen by Booker. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by 7. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Now Russell setting the floor for the Nets. Bogdanovich out there with Scola. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2-guard.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Randall. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Randall's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Los Angeles. Russell against Lin. Lopez sets a screen for Lin. The shot that time, not on target. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's the dish to Clarkson. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Lin. Lopez passes to Scola. Great open look there. And the Nets lead by 5.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Picked by Mozgov. And they double up Russell. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shot's good. Hit.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Outside, Lin. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Outside, Scola. Tries again.
Up around 80% for his career. Lopez more than comfortable earning his points at the charity stripe.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Second shot opportunity. Lakers trail by 3. Clarkson kicks to Russell. Lopez with the block. Scola at the elbow. Outside, Lin. Pass to Lopez. Another shot. Tries to keep it alive. And the shot no good, a bit short. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. 124 left to play here in the fourth. Lopez over to help. Here's Russell. Again, Russell missing. Nets leading by 3. Lin with it. To the middle. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Big scores like that one are what you can count on from Lopez.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. Booker, he's checked in for Brooklyn. That's good from Brook Lopez.
And one puts them in a very nice spot as they stretch that lead out a little bit.
Down low, there's Mozgov. Lopez with the block. Outside, Lin. .43 seconds left in the game. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Russell.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score.
Bring it in. Take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Don't quit until the final buzzer goes off. Let's finish this and go home.
Three seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Clarkson dishes to Russell. Back to Clarkson. Lakers working the ball around now. Shot to end this cold run, and it's Lynn with the rebound. Count it. Lynn's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not.
Come on, gentlemen. Let's go. Listen, guys, we've got one guy doing all the damage out there. We just talked about this.
Seven seconds left in the fourth. Williams gets the bucket.
Man, I tell you what, Kevin, I don't know if anybody has a more relaxed shooting motion. Williams very efficient and easy with that stroke.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Brook Lopez. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
Listen, Ernie, I don't know if the opposing fans got him riled up or what, but he was out for blood tonight. Shaquille O'Neal, man, he had intensity at his all-time high. He looked like a different player than we're used to seeing.
How about those moves that Brook Lopez was putting on tonight? Woo-wee. Now, this guy in the low post is second to none when he's playing to his full potential.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.